Right on. Got my cigarette. I'm going to be talking about faith, a smoker. You can't be a smoker talk about faith. I've been puffing like this and doing some amazing, for people who've been with my channel for a long time, if you knew, I'm not going to do any more signs and wonders, right, as far as moving heaven, real heaven. And I'm not talking about metaphorically an analogy, well, real, right? Faith to move a fucking mountain or do some other serious, real stuff. You know, I'm not saying I had a dream 50 years ago. I'm not saying I had a dream back then that come to pass now. This comes out, pow, for people who know been around, right? So I try to keep a benevolent frame of mind or consciousness, right? I try not to be mean about stuff, but you know, you gotta really, when your thoughts are, you know, it's a scary place to live. Right? That's what you call it, faith. Right? But back to this Atrahasis story, right? Which is, I don't want to burn on anybody's business. You shouldn't have come at me. It's the wrong guy. Because I've been in this whole Marduk system since the 70s, and we didn't have all this to discuss stuff like Atrahasis, right? I just knew the Tiamat, Enlil, and that story, right? A lot of it. And to discuss it with Christians who I'm saying I'm not a Christian. Nope, no. Remember, I'm the guy who said I'm not taking sacrament and I'm not taking the drink and I'm not eating the wafers. It's not my gig. It goes back to this whole other stuff, right? And then you get in big trouble because you get ostracized out of the whole society if you don't play along. But hey, that people think you guys say, well, you know, I got a real stuff. You've been a go-along motherfucker all the time. And they say, well, I'm getting out now after I've made my way. Now I can get out because I got a nest egg saved up. That ain't shit, right? That ain't whatever you say, right? I'm trying to be gentle here. People are so full of shit. You don't have a clue if you ain't been on the back end of this stuff. Because when you talk to people and start getting into these conversations that you know you can prove, but you can't, because we didn't have this internet, people get cognitive dissonance and then plow, man. It's big guys, man, having a conversation because they want to turn you on to Jesus. And you say, that's not my thing, man. Or Muhammad or Judeo, whatever, right? But I never say, join me. No time do I ever say join me. I'm just saying it's not for me. Yours is not for me because apparently whatever the hell I got going on is for me. Right? Not for you. But I don't ever say, hey, you got to join me. It's I see what I can do, you know, say, pow, how do I do it? I'm joining you. Don't join me because whatever. You get out of your boat, you start walking on water, and everybody sees the empty boat, and they say, hey, it's an abandoned boat. You know? Right? But I try to be cool, right? But Atrahasis, right? Back on Atrahasis. Because a lot of things, I will not say that this Noah character did not exist. The story you surround him with, like he's the only one. And he saved everybody, and everybody on the planet comes from this one line, right? And I say, well, Atrahasis is not in that boat. Atrahasis had a bunch of animals. He might have had a bunch of animals too, but he wasn't all of them. But if you're going to say that that's the only one and then you're going to take it from the Atrahasis story later, we got a problem with your narrative further down the line. All right? Noah. Right? Noah being the name, the word in question here. I don't want to bust anybody's bubbles and stuff like that. Do what you got to do. Because for all of these end-timer prophecy guys that talk about all this stuff, they bring up this certain stuff like Matthew 24 or whatever, right? Matthew 24, and they bring up this guy that he says is God in the flesh. I'm not saying he is. No, I'm not saying it is. I got a disagreement. Atrahasis. Right? It says, he mentions that name. And what does he say? As in the days of Noah. Right? As in the days of Noah. When people are eating and drinking and marrying and the flood came and killed them all. Oh, what if there is no Noah? And it's Atrahasis. And they just took the story. Now your guy that you claim to be the creator or whatever, or Sophia or what the fuck ever the Gnostics got going on in the same story, is not right. Right? Do you see where the wheels, how my brain works here? I don't want to tell you guys that he might not, if he didn't exist, that's going to blow big holes in this other story. Right? And that really causes some cognitive dissonance that people can't handle. Not even the supposed atheists, when you bring up Atrahasis, they don't like it at all. Only because of the way that the tablet is dealt out. You know, as far as how many sutu, how accurate the rope measurement is, plus or minus 15 sutu. Got it? And it's not like it was, he said, here you go, this is what you want, and this is the debt, and this is the measurement. He told him the measurement, and he said, this is how much rope you need. Got the rope. And he said, okay, now this is what you need for the wood. Got the wood. You know, this is how much bitumen you're going to need. Okie doke. It wasn't like here's the plan. It was like a conversation going back and forth, which is fucking maddening, isn't it? Which is way different than some guy said, here it is, now build it, and then I'll show up later and shut the door. Right? Not like that. But that blows up into your conversation, this other guy who says, as in the days of Noah, blah, 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 blah. And if there was no Noah, just if that's going to blow this story all out the water too. See? But I try to use kid gloves, right? I don't try to burn on you, so don't even think to burn on me, man, because I can bring up things that might change the story, and if it does, if that guy didn't exist, if this guy's got big problems for who he claims to be, right? Because for myself, remember, I'm a guy that says, boom, bam, and I leave it at that. My face, but my face is not yours, nor is it anyone else's. But I do try to maintain a benevolent state of consciousness as the best I can. Right?